Now seahorse are an amazingly beautiful little pet, and with these all-in-one marine aquariums that are evolving at the moment, having a setup like this on your kitchen bench is really reasonable. Now they're a very interesting little animal. Providing that you don't have them with fish, they're actually quite easy to keep. If you try and mix them with fish, then they tend to starve because they can't compete adequately for food. Now when you first get them, you need to be prepared to feed them live brine shrimp. Then as they get used to you and they get used to the aquarium and the environment, then you can usually get them onto frozen brine shrimp. And then from frozen brine shrimp, I've even seen them go onto pellets. And when they're on frozen or dry food, they're extremely easy to look after. If possible, you want to try and feed them a couple of times a day, because they are a grazing animal. They will pluck little organisms out of the water pretty much all day long. With their snout, they basically suck the food in. The male is the one with the pouch. So if you see a big fleshy pouch on the front like this guy here, it's a male. If there's no fleshy pouch like that one, then it's a female. And when they breed, the female deposits the eggs into the male's pouch, where the male actually raises them. And then when they're ready, the male will do a little convulse and shoot the little babies into the environment. So they're actually quite easy to breed. Now every now and then the male also can get a little air bubble in its pouch, which can easily be massaged out most of the time. It's good if you do have a protein skimmer on the tank. What the protein skimmer does is suck out any... That's the protein skimmer there. And what that'll do is bubble up and remove any waste out of the water by bonding the waste with oxygen. It's also good to have, half decent water flow with a bit of surface agitation. So see the way the water's agitating? That's what gives the water the oxygen. I prefer not to have bubbles with them, because I think that encourages it being caught in their pouch. Put a bit of coral sand on the bottom, a bit of decoration for the coral, for the fish for the seahorse to link onto. So this is dead coral, which is obviously perfect. Live rock's good, and you have to be very careful what corals you put with them, because you don't want them to get stung by the corals. So corals aren't always a good idea with them. And there's very limited fish you can have with these guys. Generally things like pipefish, mandarin fish are an option. And other than that, you just keep proper water quality. You can have tropical or cold water species. The tropicals are easier because it's easier to control the warmer temperature than it is to get the temperature cold. And on a pH of about 8.4, salinity about 0.025, no ammonia, no nitrite, as little as possible nitrate, and away you go. They're an absolutely beautiful and interesting... when you're watching these fish, these animals, you'll be amazed how much personality they've got. Like between one and another, they really have their own personality. They're very beautiful. And a feature like this sitting on your kitchen bench will be an absolute draw card. So put a little comment down the bottom of your experience keeping seahorse, or whether you'd like to keep seahorse. And if you want to come down and visit us at Majestic Aquarium, so we've normally got a lovely display for you to see.